Ish. There it goes. Hi, guys.
Oh, wait. Are we live, Vex? I thought we had 3 minutes. I can't believe you would do this. I'm so unprepared. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh my word.
The immediate gaslight.
Get out. Absolutely get out. All right, so we each get an extra level up because
No!
of this.
Oh yeah! I love this. Give me level 12.
You
This is
always.
ridiculous.
It's in the DMG,
Like a
Cody.
cool
You
thing to
get a
12?
level up if you make the DM pass out. Like, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
You're overjoyed.
Okay.
This isn't right. This isn't right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dice and Dice Rolls, where on Tuesdays we scream.
Ah!
Good
What
stuff.
was
Good
Where's
stuff.
Lily?
I like that. I like that, Neo.
It's an aggressive sigh.
It's an aggressive
Isn't there like a
side. That's-
SpongeBob character that's like his whole niche is just
It's the guy who brings. It's the giant that everyone's scared of, and
Think
then
you're
has
thinking of
Patrick on his
Wario.
back, and then he's like,
There you
I
go.
love him. But hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome. How we doing? We got good
Dandy.
vibes. We hanging out.
We vibing.
I'm excited to get into this. I'm
I was good.
not normally as prepared as I
was
am. I
good
feel so.
until
Like,
Fur reminded me of the information I found out earlier today that the Goofy movie turns 30 this year, and I don't like that information.
"No."
Fucking love that movie.
So
That's just rude. Why would you say that? What do you mean?
I didn't know. Okay, so this is the thing about that. I don't mean to go on a tangent, but
Nah, go to tangent.
this is gonna be. This is my one. This is my one.
okay.
I always felt growing up that the Goofy movie was a historically black film.
I agree.
And I didn't know that white folk watched it.
That was
I
like my
didn't know.
childhood, man.
First of
Yeah,
all,
I didn't know that people watched that weren't black, because like I had no idea that y'all liked that movie, and I'm
It
really
was-
happy about it.
I'm
Actually.
really happy about it.
Yeah.
I think I could
Nerds.
recite word for word the first 20 minutes of that movie.
It gave
Yeah,
us
you
the
want
leading
reciting
power of
movies.
I
Cheesa.
mean, I didn't have white friends
Wes,
till
I'm
this group.
convinced
So.
that you were even alive when the Goofy movie came out. So like, simmer down. The adults are talking, babes. Okay. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
I
was
went to a
already
historically
there.
black high school,
I had the VHS
like,
when I was born.
Manhattan.
I came out of the hospital with it.
How old you, babes? How old are you?
Me?
What do you mean? Yeah.
I'm holding up.
That was so defensive. Like the look in
Was
your
that
face,
a,
like,
was
I'm
that
old
a
enough.
wink?
I learned my lesson.
I've learned my lesson. I'm not saying anything anymore.
All right.
I'm assuming that this chatspiration goes to Jasher, but the way that Sparky refers to Jasher every single game kills me.
Yeah,
and I'm
what is
like,
it, this one?
What?
I haven't pulled up Twitch yet.
It's a D4 for whoever's never in the cuck chair. Like, Sparky. What do you mean?
Whoa.
That's
There
my
you
best
go.
friend, guys.
Pause.
Nah, again, that's like,
Not a pause.
no pause. Like,
Nah, trust me.
Jesus.
I
Do we
didn't
have-
hit that slow mo. Am I right?
It's
I'm
the
wi-
ambiguity of it because, like, realistically, I'm like,
Sweet Jesus.
Lost control. So, do we have any announcements before we get into this?
Jess is
Um,
gay.
You have to. Yes, I am. I am very gay.
for anybody that
Be
didn't
gay,
Like
dude.
racing you for it now every time.
Jake, that might be the motto of Ray. Be gay, do crimes.
Yeah.
Be gay, do crime. Yeah.
For anybody that didn't notice, there is a new command that I went ahead and threw up. I went ahead and posted it for you. Our wonderful Neo went ahead and made them a link so that you can click on that. You can use the command to go ahead and pop in and support them for as long as they're going to be here with us, and probably even longer on after that. So, there be that. Just straight cheesing, let's go.
Hell yeah, let's go.
And then for everybody that wants to hang out in my Discord after this, we're watching an anime. We're gonna do, what is it? I have it here. We're watching Totoro tonight, baby. Let's go.
Hey.
Watching Totoro.
Love a
and
movie
then,
that's no plot, just vibes.
Yeah, just that's what we need, man.
No boobs.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Oro
It's about
said
that time.
that the Crit Award nominations are live. So, like, I don't know if y'all know any good D&D channels, but, like, support your local TTRPG streamers. You should go nominate them. That's all I'm saying. Like, send us to Gen Con, babes.
That'd be wild.
Yes.
So I am working on my first Roll20 / drive-through RPG production right now. Should be coming out later this month, towards the end of the month. And also gonna be streaming South of Midnight because I am Southern and black as fuck, and I just really wanted to support that game. And
That game looks amazing.
I've seen
Yeah,
some
super
gameplay
excited.
of it, and it
I
looks
want to play it
wild.
so bad. It looks so good.
It's so
The art
country.
direction. The
It's
art
so
direction.
country too. Like it's just so damn country, and it's just Anyway, so very excited for Southern representation, true Southern representation.
Yeah.
So very excited for that.
That's gonna be wicked.
Well, hell yeah. Of course, guys, we have our merch. Go check that out. Also, our Discord. You can join that. We share pictures in our Discord. I don't own any of the pictures, but I find them on the internet. I use them to tell a story. I share them there. Go check it out. Help you guys follow along a little bit easier. And I think that's it for announcements. I think we're ready to
I think that's it.
back in to tonight's episode of Tummies and Dice Rolls.
You go a little easy on the lore drops this time. I had 3 pages of notes. About the last
So-
episode.
More lore drops.
Hold up,
is what I mean.
pause.
So many
Cyber,
more.
we were literally talking about this emote at length before the game started.
I'm
And I was
so fucking mad, dude.
It does have recoil. You were
It's
right.
got recoil. This
Like it's so upsetting. Like what the fuck is that? Like
Nice.
I don't think I've ever
I have a
noticed
new
how
favorite
like
Pokemon.
aggressively it shifts to the side. Like it's
Smash.
not just recoil, it's distortion as well.
It's
and now I can't,
well,
I can't
you're
stop
slapping
doing
that
it.
bad boy hard, all right?
no, that's
Get some
pressure behind
whiplash.
that. What do you mean?
You ever seen
my
One Punch
God.
Man? Ever heard the intro? One Punch.
I'm so
That's
mad.
that's the song that's playing as you're slapping. That's it. Okay.
Jesus.
F's in the chat until it goes away.
It's in the chat until it goes away.
How does one acquire that?
Y'all can
You
try.
subscribe to Cody's channel. Duh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't
You know?
want. I don't want. I don't want.
I was gonna subscribe until.
Until fair enough.
Till the Fire Nation attacked.
Well, last we left off in the Republic of Devolkrim, the adventurers had run into a, I guess, new companion, and Kosi. They were fighting, well, being chased by the Blightworm, one of the Blight's many forces. The group engaged, and they let out an onslaught of attacks, a couple fireballs, a solid disintegrate spell, some amazing flips, tricks, and swordplay. The group vanquished the Blightworm and decided to team up and travel south to vanquish the Blight. Before calling it a night and heading out fully, and Kosi placed a curse on the Blight using his curse jar technique. That night, Saren was met with a couple memories of his past in the Gem Forge, along with Varian, having a couple dreams of his own, seeing a small vision of his deceased son. And now, surrounded by a group of various children that he doesn't recognize. That's where we're picking up. Varian, you are in your dream, sitting on a log, book in hand. The tears are coming down your face as your son was just ripped away. You fought to expand your consciousness further, to give yourself more sight in this weird state that you're in, and you were able to see your son being held by a tiefling girl, holding him, comforting him, trying to protect him. But Cithril, your boy, was assuring them that he thought it was fine. At this exact moment, another boy, a human boy, when you don't recognize, runs up to you. Arms clenched, running a little bit awkwardly because children run a little bit awkwardly.
Their bodies are small.
As he goes to just kind of start swinging at you.
I guess just kind of, just staring at this small child like, okay. And then, again, just not completely ignoring him, but just hand down on the, gently on the top of the head, like, yep, I recognize that you were there. Good job, bud. And then just, again, looking at where Cithril is and trying to try and gauge what's going on. He's very confused.
Give me a perception roll.
Where'd I put my dice? There.
Pretty sure we're coastal.
We are in a dream. We are not.
I don't know. He
dreams in coastal.
He dreams of the sea.
Is it a wet dream? No. Okay.
Stop
No. Get out.
That's when the pause shows up.
There's the pause. It's like, wait.
I got nervous. I didn't want to do it again and mess it up.
I rolled so close to being something cool. That's a 9 with my perception. Please note that that's a +7 in there.
Okay. So with a 9. With a 9. Your sight kind of retreats. And where you could see your little boy, you can't quite see that far anymore. And now you're just kind of left in the space with this other human. And their fists are still clenched, but now with your hand on their head, they're a little bit confused. They still think they're supposed to punch. You can see it. It's that toddler confusion. You know what I mean? Like, I might hit you.
Yeah.
But there's that look of almost recognition as he's just staring at you, kind of looking back at you can't see that far, then looking back at you. You hear just behind you, just out of sight, "That's enough for now. That's all you can take."
Again, just reflexively kind of just snap to see what's behind. Just kind
You
of
go
turn.
to turn and you go to look and you wake up and you are waking up and you turn and look behind. It's like an instinctual, like, hey, you wake up and look behind you.
Yeah, that instinctual like snap up and everything. Yeah.
But only now you're awake.
Gotcha. Let's just kind of sit there for a moment, kind of that heavy breathing.
What's your passive perception?
17.
17. You will notice a bit of magic beginning to retreat back into the book.
Slam the book closed. I don't know if I think it was open. I don't remember.
It was.
Yeah. Slam the book closed. Just what the fuck? Let's try to roll over, try to get back to sleep. It'll be a fairly restless night for Barian from there, but
All right. And you guys all got your long rest for this night. Ray, I believe you are actually up top. So you can give me a perception roll for the night.
Advantage.
Well, yes, because Ansavar is helping you. And
Aw,
so right now, Nkosi's
thanks.
cart is with the spider legs is in the front, and your guys' cart is hitched to that cart being pulled behind in tow. Are you on your cart?
It's
Or-
a full house.
Sorry, are you on his house cart or are your house cart? Where you guys at? Where are you at, Ray?
If his is taller, then I'll be on that one so I can get a better field of view.
We
I
have
feel
a
like just
big
because
cart.
of the way it works and it's like crawling, it would definitely, yours is on wheels, it's pretty stationary. His would actually be able to move with the train, so I would argue his would be
Mhm.
better.
Okay, so perception.
Yes, please.
13. Mid.
Okay. Okay.
I don't like that smirk. What the hell was that?
Don't worry about it.
Mesh.
Oh, with advantage?
Yes.
14.
Let's go, bird.
Let's go, bird.
Ooh, yeah.
You kind of sit on top of this cart, this spider cart house thing. And while
Absolutely loving it.
all your companions are sleeping, you're kind of taking in the scenery. You are from Lone Stone, and it's in the Lostwood Forest. It is an older forest, so you've grown up around trees and just this kind of environment. This forest, it's just different. It's not just old; it's like rotting, and you're able to tell. It's unhealthy. The smells aren't right. Some of the trees you can see, like the moss isn't where it should be.
Hmm.
And just the 14, that's I would say you kind of instinctually have your guard up a little bit more because of the spooky factor.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, it is a pretty standard night as you sit and you watch. And you all wake up in the morning.
Seems too easy. I don't trust it. Did anybody come to relieve me, or do I have a point of exhaustion?
I would have. Definitely.
Yeah, I
Saren
think
would
we
have.
had
He only has
agreed
to sleep
that
4 hours.
Ray was taking the first half and Saren was taking the second.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys all get your long rest. I need someone to roll me a d6 for travel day.
It's got to be Neo.
The guest rolls the dice.
Also his house.
And speaking
Also, his
of
house,
that,
his rules.
Neo also got a D8 for the Chatspiration die. Let's go.
Thank you, Chad. That's a 6.
Ooh,
Okay.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? We never know.
we're gonna figure it out.
Oh, this is cool. Okay, who's keeping watch right now? Or I guess anyone could give me, actually,
I have a question.
it's the morning. How are you guys waking up? You guys are waking up in this cart.
I have a quick question.
I would have.
I have a quick answer.
Yep.
So I was going through, so I was reorganizing my character sheet,
Uh-huh.
and I have a thing with my background called Long Hours.
Okay.
It's with the servant background
Yeah.
that you made. Do I get a long rest after 4 hours? It says it's up to your DM's discretion, so...
For now, let's have you at a full rest. I will look into it, though.
Okay.
I'm
cool,
not
cool,
sure. I have to go take a peek. I do not remember.
Since I took the second watch, leaving Ray, I will be kind of in the watch position, kind of sitting up top, looking out. And as I'm looking out, I'm just gonna be like tinkering some stuff. I have like a little box with me. I'm tinkering away as I keep a lookout, sending Anspar to check out things and keep an eye on Aelwyd as he flies around.
Ray for sure slept in their cart to reduce the temptation, since everyone seemed to be like, "Don't steal from him." I'm like, "Oh, fine, I won't. I'm gonna I'll go sleep in our cart then." So yeah, so after Saren came to relieve her, that's where she was at. So she's probably just in there still, poking around through everybody's stuff. She'd be like, let's get to know these guys.
I'm mad that
The
that's so
old-fashioned way.
believable. You're just poking around being like, Oh, so that's the kind of underwear that my husband wears. That's great. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure. Like,
Valoran, all long johns.
Ah,
underneath
You
this
know?
fine suit of armor, Escanaba in the moonlight. Okay, like.
Joke's on you. Don't wear underwear.
That's how much I just prestidigitation constantly.
Whoa.
No, he doesn't like
Alright, then.
prestidigitation.
Fair enough. She's
Good
alright.
to know for the future.
Squeak.
That's, oof. Anyways, so
Yeah.
who said that they were up top going for the ride first? Saren just
I'm
getting
up top
kicked
right now.
Okay.
In the morning.
So since this is like a whole house, who's making breakfast? Because that's usually
Ishi.
Saren's job, but he's up top.
True.
Ishi will make breakfast.
Oh dang. Okay.
He can do it all.
I mean, he has hands, so yeah. Opposable thumbs.
He got opposable
give you the
thumbs.
ability to do a whole lot of stuff.
I really just thought of shit on a plate. It's a monkey.
That's a
Oh,
super-
no.
No.
So
No, that's what Whisper made that one time.
Oh,
I wake up pretty early, and I'll sit at my loft that overlooks the downstairs area where my kitchen and cauldron is, and I'll play my lyre while Ishi comes down and cooks breakfast, probably some type of bird egg of some kind. But yeah, that's how I start the morning. Just there's a window that overlooks a very large round stained glass window that overlooks the loft. And I just sit like in this windowsill playing my lyre to start the morning.
Can you hear the lyre outside?
Yeah.
Are you a liar, Steven? What is Barry and Whisper? What are you guys doing?
Considering how the previous night went, Barian is probably sleeping in. And when he does wake up, it catches him off guard. He's like, "Shit."
You wake up to liar.
Yeah. Where the fuck am? Right, walking house. Oh God, everything hurts. He didn't exercise because he slept in. Now he's feeling everything.
What a baby.
Shut up. And then he honestly probably would just slowly wander towards wherever food is. Just kind of follow the smell.
Find the monkey.
So you'll find a monkey fixing eggs. And what I want to say about this house is that it is a large construct on the outside, but on the inside, it's just this very long, round room, pretty high ceiling. It's way bigger on the inside. And there's just one long hallway that feeds off this room that can have up to 20 rooms in it. That can be a storage room, a bedroom, or a artisan's tool space. And it furnishes the rooms.
I'm kind of here for it.
If the construct if it runs out of hit points, all the items stored inside just poof outside of it, and it disappears. So,
Hell yeah.
which level 11?
I just realized I gotta fix Grimm's face because he's like half out of frame.
Sorry.
So Grim, if Grim walked into one of the rooms as an artisan, would it immediately fill with brewer's equipment?
If he asked it nicely to do it.
That's not his vocabulary.
That's not in his vocabulary.
It's really not. I mean,
Marion
it is, but
as
he chooses
salty
not
as
to.
the coastal land he favors so much.
The house has
Genuinely.
feelings.
It is the interior in a different plane.
Actually, hold on.
No.
No,
You
'Cause,
know,
like, I know the windows saw like the 9 hells, so I was like,
No, that's just a glamour.
ah.
would someone have told Barian this information?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I specifically
Okay.
said that last, like, when y'all came in, I showed you around.
Cool. Then yeah, Barian would just hand on one of the walls and be like, "Think you could do that for me, friend?" And it's just nicer to anything you guys have ever seen. He'll be nice to a house.
Even the house knows he's lying.
The house is like
Not-
insight check.
Not if
now.
it gives him. Not if it gives him brewer's equipment. That's the only thing I've ever seen Barian be nice about is alcohol.
Hey, that's the
The
one thing the
man's
cart has.
passionate
It has
about
a
his
hell
craft, okay?
of a
Like,
brewer's kit.
Here's the thing that's funny. Barian has really high charisma. He just hates people.
Last time I checked, houses ain't people. So
Yeah.
it checks out. It checks out. Yeah.
You're the yin to my yang.
literally, he's just looking at it like, this house has no ulterior motive. It's a house.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But I digress.
Hopefully.
The day I get betrayed by a house, I'm quitting.
I'll take 2004's Monster House for 500, Alex.
Yeah. Gotcha, bitch. It was a mimic the whole time, boys. Roll initiative.
It's a girl house.
It's a. I don't have one of those. Gross.
But it was, though, wasn't
I'm
it?
pretty sure it was.
He was
Yeah,
right.
what?
You was right.
You
Oh damn.
nailed it.
Okay, you're right. All right. So Barian, I'm assuming you go and start brewing something in your own little side room.
Honestly, just like something simple. Like not even a magical something.
Like
just
a nice breakfast wine.
yeah.
I like that.
Hey, you need a little cider in the morning.
Mimosa.
Saren, give me that perception roll while you're up there looking, listening to this
So excited to roll.
music. I'm so excited to roll.
While you're doing that, can I try? I'm looking through everybody's shit right now, right?
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what I want or why I want it, but I want something. I want to just steal a little knickknack, just to see.
Okay, so roll me a d4.
Why?
Because you gotta figure out who you're stealing from.
Correct.
What? I'm like, wait a minute, is it traps? The what?
No. What are we taking from Valorant?
Give me 2 seconds. We'll figure that out. The odd.
I
do
knew
it
I'd
left
get
in the
everybody
cart.
eventually.
I'm trying to think of
I
like
gotta say,
things that Val would have normally on her that she would just be like, yeah, no, this is fine. Just leave it in the cart.
Yeah, because it's totally safe there. Who would steal from our cart in the middle of the woods?
As it's moving.
I've
What
never
are we
had
doing?
this happen to me ever. That's a natural 20.
Did you roll a
That's a
20?
natural 20.
Hell yeah. You deserve
First time ever. For a total of 28.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn!
Without the coastal buff.
Without the coastal
Yeah.
buff.
Jess, do me a favor.
Yappy.
Roll a
Anything for
d6.
you, okay. Let's get the 5.
5. You steal my precariously untouched loot.
Your precariously untouched loot.
She's got it, but she's just like, oh, we never slow down enough for me to play it. I'll just leave it in the cart.
Got a loot?
Val's got a loot. And I feel like it's a really pretty loot, like, because she spent so much time at the forge, most of her, like, working was with metals and stuff, but occasionally they would, like, work with, like, woods and do a little bit of fletching and, like, some wood burning and stuff, so there's, like, these really intricate carved, albeit a little sloppy, like, vine details on the back.
You can see where she got frustrated.
She's just like,
How big is a lute?
a little smaller than your average acoustic
Trying to
guitar.
Okay.
This is
Trying to
not
think of how I'm
something
gonna like.
you could reasonably shove under your shirt and steal unless you wanted to be on like a People of Walmart page.
Mm.
Wes, I sent you a
I love
sound.
that everybody had
Okay.
a person in their brain for that exact moment. Like, you've seen somebody that's done this.
God, dude.
Also, posture and hydration.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. Vex was talking. Wait, Vex, if I send this link to you, could you play it and have everyone hear it? Because you're.
We've still been having issues because I have my audio splitter, and for some reason, if I share music, not everybody can hear it, which is really frustrating because of the way that I've got everything set up for
You should be able to. Well, if you share it through Zoom, everyone should hear it, right? No.
No, because I have 4 different audio outputs running
No,
off
no,
of my
no,
computer.
no. Like if Cody shares it.
Oh
through
yeah,
Zoom.
Cody shares it. We can hear it. It'll be fine.
Share it
Yeah.
through Zoom. How do I do that?
Oh my god.
So if you go into share and then you go to advanced,
Yeah.
there should be computer audio.
Oh no.
You're doing great, champ. I believe in you.
Holy
You got
shit.
this.
Quick, in the middle of stream, figure out tech stuff.
So,
No
I was
pressure.
gonna say, hearing that noise, immediately perking up. I'm gonna find what direction it came
Wait,
from.
wait! I think I did it. Wait, do you guys hear this?
Yes.
Turn it down,
fuck?
homie.
Fuck you, Elizabeth. Yes.
That sounded like a bird. Is it a bird?
Oh
No,
my
no,
God.
it fucking didn't. What kind of birds are near you?
Turn it down. So sorry.
Yeah.
Saren.
Usually,
So what? I'm gonna immediately perk up. I'm looking for the direction of the sound. I'm gonna send Ansvar that direction.
I have a passive
see if I
perception
can
of
see it.
15. Did I hear it?
You're
wanna burn.
Are you
inside.
inside or outside?
real quick,
So
Cody,
you
for
did not-
future
yes.
reference, if we're playing any more sounds, usually I'll play them at about a quarter volume.
Understood.
That was perfect for me.
So
I
scary,
thought.
dude.
I thought it was great. I honestly, made me feel the sound.
Okay. Oh, now I want to
Immediately
make sure.
perked up. I'm sending Ansvar that the direction, and I'm freaking starting my walk down, and I'm gonna freaking peek
So
in and
as-
out, see what's going on.
So let me. So you hear that, but you also see on the road.
Oh shit.
Put it in the chat. So you got 27. You said
28.
28. With a 28, you see this. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I gotta copy it again. Son of a bitch. The sound you just heard isn't coming from the thing you are seeing. Okay. The sound you just heard sounds like it's a little bit further into the forest. But the thing you see, it is on the side of the road. And it's just kind of poking its head through the trees.
Let me see what I'm seeing. Oh, it's adorable.
Hello?
I am.
Oh, that for sure is gonna kill us. For sure. It's too cute
Okay.
to not be deadly.
Wherever I am perched, because I don't know exactly how things are, like what's higher and where's what. Wherever I'm perched and I've been set up, immediately just darting down as fast as I can, parkour my way down, and I'm just gonna swing inside and be like, "Stop the vehicle! Stop the house! Hut!"
Spider?
How big is it?
D&D large size. So probably
Big.
10 feet tall at least.
Big. I would say it's a little bit bigger than your guys' cart.
I want to pet it.
Hell no.
We have a big ass cart.
Oh, sorry. Your cart is that big. This thing is about the size of like a young llama. Like
I want to touch it.
It would come up to probably
I
about.
really want to
Or
know
two.
what
Like
the
a
hell is
babe-
going through
it
your
looks-
head when you try and measure things. Oh, baby, a young llama?
Nah, he measures
Okay,
things.
there's
in,
a lot of variables there, man.
Yeah.
What are you
Measures
talking
things
about?
in the most
young llama is a
American way
sheep.
possible.
It
Okay.
looks
Yo-
like a baby
Cody
falcon.
refuses.
Y'all
to
remember
do
that-
anything
What do you
that
say?
makes sense.
It
Y'all
looks
remember
like a
that-
baby falcor.
I think it was I don't know. It was some show. There was like, would you like a hammock of cake for weird units of measurement? A drum of Cheez-Its or something like that. Like that's what that gave me. Like, oh yeah, it's the size
Alright.
of a young llama.
As I
Listen,
swing
First of
through
all,
the-
I don't know
listen.
how big llamas are in general, motherfucker.
I am
Yeah, it's
6
a
and a
llama.
half Cocoa Pebble boxes tall. Okay, I know.
Okay, born with a silver spoon in your mouth, and ate Cocoa Puffs before. What the fuck?
We had
he's bathed in
Walmart
them
brand
before.
in this
Send
house.
them the picture.
Cody, can you stop being exclusive? to
Somebody
me,
send
please?
Neo the picture.
Can you
took a
stop? Can you please be
I put-
inclusive to me, please?
I put the
Jesus.
I put the little llama picture in the in the Zoom chat.
Okay.
Saren, why are we stopping?
All I can
Swinging
think
the door
about now
open,
is
swinging
just,
through.
like, the Cocoa Puffs being like, "Ooh, fancy pants, rich McGee over here. Fuck you."
I told the house to stop. I just knock on the wall and said, "You heard him."
And I'll just after that I'm just gonna swing back out and I'm just gonna take a peek. This thing slow down. I'm just gonna look at it and see if I can recognize what this thing is.
I'm running to it.
I was like
Nope.
Scooby Doo
Go
style. I'm just
inside.
gonna poke my head out over Sarah's. Like, what are we looking at?
As Whisper is running to it.
Grabbing Whisper, holding him, you're like a
Contested. Contest me, baby. I'm going to this cute baby falcor.
All
Can
right,
I
all
give
right.
Sarah the help action?
I'm grabbing this luck dragon. You can't stop me.
Give me Saren, give me an I guess athletics with advantage. Whisper athletics or acrobatics.
Can I say can I make it neutral by shrinking?
that would make it easier to hold you.
Not enough.
No. They go to grab me. I shrink.
Give me those rolls, guys. Give me those rolls. Saren, you do have advantage because Barian is helping you. I'm sorry, Whisper. Barian also doesn't want you to have fun.
While they're rolling, Ray is just immediately like hiding the loot somewhere. Like, I wasn't touching anything because like the cart just. It's fine. It's fine.
I wasn't touching anything. That's funny.
What is this?
Athletics or acrobatics for you.
Acrobatics, cool, 23. Nat
Grim,
20
I would
for
like
a
to-
23.
The fuck?
Grim,
How do you? You're
I
a
would like to
sorcerer. How the
remind
fuck
you
do you
that
have a
Chat
dex?
gave you a magical mythical D10, and Saren just got a D8. Chat also does not want Whisper to have fun.
What did I wait? What did I get? What did Sparky give me?
4.
Cool, I'm adding that.
I hope it's a 1.
27.
God damn it. There's no way, dude.
Okay.
There's no way. That's
Both
24.
Saren and Barian try to grab you, Whisper. You, Nezuko, shrink a little bit. Just
You know
enough.
what? You know what? No, what? Silvery barbs.
Silvery Barb's back at you.
What?
wait.
You said, we need a rule book. Can you silvery barbs to silvery barbs?
Having a party with multiple silvery barbs is just awful. Okay, so silvery barbs, Whisper, roll again. But if you're casting silvery barbs on Saren, roll again.
What is happening?
Okay. Also, update. I think I mentioned that Saren got his D8. Whisper now has another D4 and a D6.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
How many inspiration dice can you use on a single roll, just for future reference?
As many as you have.
Like,
As
if
many
you-
as you want. They're
You can use all of them.
Chat.
Just like,
If you
I'm
have them.
blowing
I
it
thought
all
it was
on
one
this
per
thing.
roll.
No, if chat's giving it to you, you can use them. It's just chat has to
Oh,
give it
chat's
to you.
giving it.
You
Pause.
said a
I did it.
D4 and a what?
There you go.
Wait a minute.
D4 and a what?
You got a D4 and a 6.
Okay. Rolling the 6.
Damn it.
Damn it, he said.
I mean, I got a great roll, but you got freaking
Oh.
3 things to add to it.
What are the rolls, guys?
I got a 24.
26.
No.
Hold on, pause. Sarah,
Entangle.
Wes, did
Yes.
you add a D8 to that? Because you got a D8.
I added the D8 to the first one.
Dang. Okay.
Damn.
Son of a
Oh,
bitch.
Lord.
You can't
Okay.
stop me from touching the. I'm fine
Wait,
now.
wait,
I'm
Grim,
untouchable. I'm magic.
Don't, please.
How do you
Okay,
have
fine, I
fucking dex?
So
If I was-
after
I
all
should
of
have
this,
cast a counter spell.
the silvery
Sarah.
barbs,
Oh,
Saren, I have a 16 dex.
this whole thing. Whisper, you run over, and you tackle this thing,
How far?
and
How-
you
Okay,
go.
As you're
And
running
you-
out,
eh.
I'm just gonna call out and be like, I think its mother is coming!
You
How-
jump right through it and land face first in the mud as you pass through the illusion.
Not even what it was. Now I'm confused. I do not have a lot of spells, guys. That was a waste.
What did we learn?
What did we learn?
I'm trying to protect my people.
Guys, where'd my dragon go?
Off in the distance, you hear.
Much
I
better
turn and
volume.
run.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And I'm gonna open the door and be like, make it go faster! Leave and whisper.
I'm leaving Whisper. Whisper, do you look towards
Yes.
where you heard the sound?
Yes.
Give me a perception roll.
Oh, I'm good at those.
You're down low. You're under the brush.
16 plus 5, 21.
Do you roll below a 15? What the fuck?
I roll really well.
What, Saren, this is a you thing. Off in the distance, Whisper, you see. You see. It's hard, but you think you might see another one of these creatures further in.
All right,
Go
guys,
after
it's
it.
too late. We lost
No
our
shot.
Keep going.
How
Necessary
far-
casualties.
Necessary casualties.
How far away is
You know what?
from the house right now?
Right now, about 35 feet, I would say. That's a full sprint plus tackle.
As I'm yelling
I
and
thought you
running
were gonna
away,
say a full
I'll
sprint
say,
plus tax. and I
"Don't
was
worry,
like,
guys.
damn,
I
okay.
can teleport."
I'm assuming we're all kind of gathered near this door now at this point. I'm still looking at Val and be like, this is somehow your fault.
How is this my fault?
You're in charge
I
of it.
just woke up. I don't. I'm even trying to be. And she just kind of gestures to the fact that she's still in her like morning clothes, like she's not in armor yet, and she's like, "This is what I get for not being battle ready all the time. I could chase
This is
after
about the
them
mo-
right now, but I can't because I will get hurt severely with whatever the fuck that was." And just
I'm looking outside
This
the
is about
blinds
the
like a
moment-
person. I'm not going out
that Ray,
I'm not going out there.
I'm looking through my blinds.
Ray would pop up.
I'm gonna send
you just
Ansavar
summon
just
a broom
towards
all of a
him.
sudden. You're just like,
Yeah, I'm going full white woman. I'm touching that thing.
No,
I'm gonna send Ansavar towards him. He has a faster fly speed than him, so I'm just gonna at least have Ansavar with him.
this is all of a sudden just a
I
random,
hate that bird.
With a,
random people on the street.
he's flying well above him.
Varian, still very much standing in the doorway, just turning to Val. Should I send Elwood or is necessary casualties? We keep going.
So here's my thing, right? I'm worried, not like actually worried, but like slightly worried that one of those.
I
is
don't trust
eventually
sounds in
going
the
to be-
woods.
One of them is going to be real, because it's Whisper. The first one was just I wonder if I can make the dumb ones come out to this, and it worked. Like,
The
How long-
headband did nothing.
They're gonna get eaten.
at least send Aelwyn to go, maybe help until the rest of us can get ready. Ugh. Like,
Yes,
there's just
hear
this
the
visible
screech.
annoyance, like.
Barry will just like that loud dad whistle. You know, you put your fingers in your mouth.
How
And,
far away is the second one? Sorry.
Said about 35, right?
That's where the first one was.
Oh.
Second one, Whisper goes further in. We'll go off your perception roll from last time. You did good. He's going further in. He's like now 45, 50 feet,
Oh, shit.
55.
They.
Sorry.
Yeah, Barry will loud dad whistle. There'll be like that crackle sound of like thunder in the distance as Aelwood just kind of like swoops overhead and like, just follow him, please.
Aelwyd, your dragon, flies off. Kind of circles
Ray's
over
gonna
Whisper.
pop her head out. Oh, hey! What do we stop for? Val, you're naked! What the heck?
I'm not.
Where your clothes at?
Put those away.
The worst thing is like,
Wait.
the more that I think about what I've described as like Val's like early morning, like semi-workout clothes, the more I've just realized that she's just a masked lesbian because they're basically just Nike Sports. Like,
Oh shit.
it's like Nike Sports in a tank top.
I thought you said like I was thinking like nightgown type shit.
Mm-mm.
Understood. I'm clocked in.
Far too feminine for Val. Far too.
Yeah, I'm here now.
Yeah, I went shopping for for Val and bought something too feminine the first time. Second time, it's just a suit.
This is legit. There you
I
go.
literally gave you inspo pics of like, this is the shit that Val
Oh, yeah.
would wear.
Yep, sent it.
All right, Whisper.
Yes.
You are making your way, and you're getting closer and closer. Give me another perception roll. I will say Aelwood's above you, and you have Ansavar. You can do it with advantage.
Nice. That is a +5, 18.
18. You are getting closer, and you see this thing in front of you again. And you go to kind of reach out for it, but you're a little bit hesitant because of what happened last time. And you're looking, and you kind of see it's shimmering. With an 18, you can see past, and this is also another illusion. And you kind of look past it, and you see a pool of water. And around this pool of water, there's like 4 or 5 of these things lying down, possibly asleep. And one is lifting their head. And it cries out to you.
I'm gonna crouch down real low, full Nezuko size. My clothes are baggy,
Oh,
Okay.
now we're
You're
gonna
for
be
sure gonna
stealthy.
die.
With a dragon
Sure
behind
gonna
you.
die.
and dragon is out of view. And I'm gonna go.
Are you trying to the llama?
That's- Give me an animal handling check.
Yes, I have a +1.
Ooh.
Shut up!
Knew it.
He's taking a picture. He's taking a picture right now.
That 20 for a 21.
On
I
that one.
literally call this. That's hilarious.
Joke's on you,
Oh,
it's
man.
not an animal, it's a monstrosity.
Roll for initiative. No,
Oh no, there's like 4 of them.
as you kind of like do your little, try to get it to come towards you, the illusion in front of you disappears, and you watch as the one that's crying out slowly try to lift its head before it falls again. And it, all it can do is let out another cry. With a 21, I would argue that you're kind of able to tell that whatever this creature is, it looks like it's in pain.
I would say by this point,
Would I
given-
be
given the
You got- you
comments
got-
that were
you-
made
yeah.
by Varian, Val's in the process of getting her arm around and not actually like running to go to Whisper, but like at least walking, that very annoyed mom look of like, that's my kid.
I gotta go get him.
Barian has said it twice, has written Whisper off as a loss, and is currently working on Ciders.
I'm looking through Ansavar, just keeping an eye on you.
Barian,
And-
like you have like a brewer's room. You don't care. You have a
It's
whole
not. It's
room
not that.
right now.
It's not that Whisper. It's not that Barian doesn't care. People run away and die in the woods. He's like, no, all right, that sucks.
Also blighted woods. But Ansavar is nearby. He's sitting on a tree, kind of watching over everything. I'm watching through it. You have seen him cast spells. through Ansavar.
Would I notice if this is like physical or magical, like pain?
Not without getting closer and doing like a medicine or an arcana check on them.
I'm gonna slowly continue to walk up, like calmly, and I'm going to. I want to do an arcana check.
Give me that arcana roll.
'Cause I do
Saren,
better with
you're
that.
looking through Ansvar. You are able to, at this point, clock Whisper, and Whisper is
14
standing above
plus
a couple of
4.
these things, and they are, as I described, surrounded in just a pool of water, and they all look like they're lying down.
And so, like,
14
the
plus
4 of
4,
them are, like,
18 for
real?
Arcana.
Sorry, what was the roll?
18 for
Arcana?
Arcana.
18? You walk up to the one, or sneak up to the one who's crying out still, and you kind of put your hand underneath their head, and you kind of look at their eyes, and you see that they are bloodshot. Their mouths are dry, even though there's water next to them. It looks like they're sick.
While...
Would message work on Ansavar?
If you're sharing, if is it a familiar?
Yeah.
I'm
If you're using its senses, message targets that creature's senses, so its master would hear.
Yeah.
in this moment, yes.
Cool. Then I'm gonna point over at Ansavar, and I'm gonna cast message, and I'm gonna say, "We need a healer. Send mom."
Send mom.
She already
Okay,
on
so
the way.
I can heal, but I can't heal sickness.
So, while approaching, I am going to activate Val's Divine Sense. So, as an action, you open your awareness to detect such forces of good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you. Basically trying to figure out if there's any kind of funkiness going on, because we've already seen this thing be an illusion. I want to know what it is.
As you walk over, you also see this thing laying in my lap, and I'm petting its head.
I'll send Anspire kind of towards her to help guide her towards it and keep an eye on both of them. You land on her shoulder, just kind of.
Okay.
Valorin, you
with
can give me a
Ansavar-
history roll really quick, actually.
As Ansavar lands on my shoulder, just be like, hey, go get the others. Like, literally shoos him off. Like, go.
Well, he'll just stay, and his eyes will just kind of dull back to
Gotcha.
a normal owl.
Okay. And you...
Jesus, it's so awful.
I'm mad. For whatever reason you said that, and my brain thought of Hypnotoad from Futurama, and I'm mad about it now.
No.
It went from, like, Saren's eyes to, like...
Oh
owl
no!
eyes.
What do you mean? It's just your eyes, like human elf eyes.
Saren's
on
got
a-
one eye.
That's what I
Ow.
was saying. That's
Yeah, it was
oh
like-
my god.
Who?
We on them good rolls today, baby. Let's go. That's a 22 for a history.
Ooh, so Valorin, back at the Holy Forge had a lot more information than a lot of other forges. That includes a lot of deities involving magical beasts. You're not entirely sure, but you are aware of magical creatures in Devolkrim that resemble fluffy, small horse-like creatures with wings
Pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbows. Got
Luck dragons.
that are able
They're
to
luck dragons.
cast illusions and minor mirages, become invisible, are fairly passive creatures and prefer the art of stealth above combat. So you
I
get a
was also-
little information with that. You were, but the Gemforge had different
Gotcha.
knowledge.
Okay. So, are we saying that she would know that this is one of those creatures, or this is something that has been created by one of those creatures?
What did you roll again?
22.
22. You would know that it is one of these creatures, and with a 22, you would know that these are more like the adolescents. There are adult versions that are bigger.
Would I know?
That there's not much known about them because they're like a rare anomaly, like a
Okay, so more so kind of wondering how far off the parents would be at this particular age of these things, given that they are still relatively young, to know if there may potentially be some kind of like paternal presence around that either A, we have to watch out for, or B, might be able to help us figure out what's going on. Because I
with
would
a
assume that these
22
are also, based on the description, intelligent creatures. Great. Okay.
Yes. With that 22, I would say you're not quite sure if they would be like present, but you do know it's not an impossibility.
Okay. So approaching
sick.
the one that's in Whisper's lap. Realizing that she's watched Whisper go from this Bilbo Baggins, I'm off on an adventure type of energy to just immediately sad. Of like, we'll kind of like take the little dragon llama thing and just kind of hold on to it and be like, go check the other ones. And I'm wondering if I could do a quick medicine check on this, or possibly Arcana, whichever you would prefer, to figure out why it's this way, especially because if its mouth is dry and there's water next to it, that doesn't make sense.
I would say try to give me a medicine check then. You want to try to figure that out.
Okay.
As soon as Valorant said it, I would have
19.
came back and been like, she said head that way. So I start gathering people.
What's the
Well, then-
situation?
Be like, I would describe this creature and say like, they found something. It seems to be suffering from some sort of ailment, I think. So
Ishi, get the medicine back.
we'll start heading that way.
Valorant, with that roll, the medicine roll, you're trying to figure it out, trying to piece it together. You're not like a expert on beasts or anything, but
Mhm.
dry mouth, water, it's not adding up. And with a 19, you're coming to the conclusion of it's either a disease or a curse. One of the two.
Okay, so she's gonna attempt, while this thing is kind of like cradled in her arms, because I'm assuming it was like really big for Whisper, but like Val, it's kind of gonna be like just holding a really big dog.
Yeah.
So she's kind of got it, and she kind of like almost gives it like a hug in a sense, like its neck is up here, her whole arm and hand are kind of head, spine, just kind of holding it as she pumps the 5 points of lay on hands into it to attempt to cure whatever disease,
some
poison,
vitality.
whatever it might be. If there are multiple things affecting it, that 5 points will only cure one of the things,
Okay.
but essentially trying to see if it is something that can be cured medically.
As you pour your magic into this creature, you can see that its feathers kind of become more, I guess, vibrant. Its breathing becomes more stable. It's able to open its eyes and kind of look at you, and it gives you like one of those, like forcing its head, like how cats do, like into you, kind of like nuzzling you. It's
My
making it
wristband gets
feel.
jealous.
It's making it feel better, for sure. You're not quite sure if it's fixing it or healing it, but it is giving it some type of solace.
Mhm.
We're all headed that way.
Yeah.
You guys
so-
all make it that way. Um, Anyone can make me a perception or arcana roll. We are Forest, Barian, your ranger. Nonsense.
Gotta just unmute myself really quick. It's not a fantastic roll, but 21.
Dirty 20
21.
on my end.
And those are both perception rolls?
Yeah,
Is anyone giving me an arcana roll?
I have a -1 to Arcana, so no, I'm not.
I'll be giving you Arcana.
Okay.
17 plus 5 for 22.
Ooh.
Okay, 22. Both Saren and Barian, you guys stroll up and you see the creatures kind of all gathered around the water. Saren, you're like looking in the water trying to figure out what's going on. Barian, you notice that Aelwyd. No. Aelwyd's your dragon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Aelwyd is Aelwyd's like flying around, would you say, or are they with you now?
Yeah, Elwood's fairly large at this point with what level we are and everything. She's roughly the size of a fucking racing horse.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's just kind of like circling around. That's kind of why we were able to walk towards there, I'm assuming. Is Barian was just like, yeah, there's the flying bronze horse. Let's just go that way.
Aelwyd just has vision and like dark vision, right?
That's an excellent question. Give me a moment. I will pull that up for you.
I just want to double check. I don't want to put
Yeah,
words
no.
out there.
You are just fine, my good sir. Aelwyd, Draconic, 60 feet dark vision. Yeah, just regular sight.
Got it. Understood. Okay. So Aelwyd's flying above. The
Her
21.
passive perception is garbage.
Barian, you get a feeling that you're kind of tense right now, though. Looking around, it is quiet.
I was gonna ask, would you be all right if I did like a survival or nature check or something like that, just to sense like, you mentioned that these creatures look like they're not ill but not cursed, like somewhere in there, and just kind of trying to get a feeling of like, is it the land, is it the water they're next to?
Yeah.
Which one would you want me to roll?
Give me a survival.
Okay.
And Kosi,
Yeah,
with your
keep it on the
Arcana
table.
roll while Grim is rolling that. As you approach
23.
this scene, you're immediately drawn to the water. Experiencing dark magic and being around all manner of things. You approach this pool of water and there's something dark about it.
I cast Identify on the water. I'll spin the spell slot to do it.
Ooh. You cast Identify on the water.
And what it looks like is, Nkosi claps his hands together and just makes a hole for his eye so he can essentially see like anything through it.
Hell yeah. As you're looking through, there is
Sorry.
a moment of, this is just water. What is this feeling? I don't understand. And then You clock it. Deep in the water, there appears to be some kind of stone. It's small, roughly the size of a golf ball. But it is giving off a bad vibe. And it's leaking out into the water.
I'll reach my hand toward it.
It is deep. You might have to get in the water
Well,
to get it.
no, I'm not.
Oh, okay,
I'm not.
okay.
I'm not messing up my. Well, I'm not messing up my clothes. So
get it.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna reach my hand out toward it,
Love this guy.
and I'll say, I'll say, Impero TV, as I summon my mage hand to grab whatever this is in here. And I'll send it under the water and I'll grab it. Is the mage hand able to grab it and pick it up? It can
The
hold
mage-
10 pounds.
The mage hand is able. Saren, as you're looking in this water, you see this hand kind of form and pick up this small black crystal and pull it up out of the water.
Now wave the mage hand back toward me, and identify should still be up.
It is a cursed gem that is meant to poison anything it comes in contact with.
Understood. So I will I'll motion for Ishi to come to me, and out of the medicine bag I will pull out like some tongs, tweezers, I guess. I'm not making barbecue, so I'll pull out some tweezers and I'll grab it from the mage hand. Does it immediately start to like rot the metal tweezers or anything like that?
It isn't immediate, no.
Okay.
But yeah.
So I will drop it into like a vial that I have.
Okay, yeah.
I guess it'd be a flask if it's like a golf ball size thing. I'll
Yeah.
drop it into one of the flasks from my medicine bag. I am proficient in alchemist supplies and herbalism kit.
Okay, yeah.
So once I do that, the glass, I'll drop it in there and see if it starts like corroding the glass or anything like that immediately. And if not, I will hand that to Ishi, and then I will start the process of removing the curse from the water.
Doing all of this, you are with your knowledge and if your expertise in those two kits, I would say easily you are able to decipher that this gem, it is poisonous, but only when it comes in contact with like natural matter. So things like glass and whatnot do kind of contain it. So you are able to safely retrieve the stone, put it in a little vial or a flask, and you begin to cast Remove Curse.
Yeah, well, actually what I'll end up doing is I'll take a piece of chalk and I will just draw around the entire perimeter of the lake. And I will like do some somatic movements with my arms, and like a pentagram shows over the lake, over this body of water, and I will say aqua pura and remove the poisons from the water with Remove Curse.
Ray kind of would be showing up, I guess, at this point with Saren, right? Just like not understanding at all how magic works. Damn, gotta get my hands on that chalk. Jeez. Powerful stuff.
Some good chalk right there.
There's some good chalk.
Is that Crayola? What's that? Is that what's that?
No. What about inclusivity? We were rose art in this house, okay?
Rose art had rich
Crayola.
ass
Some
colors. I don't care
fancy
what you
Nah,
mean.
they really
They
did.
had some rich color.
Those crayons
Hold-
busted as soon as you put any pressure onto them. But
Oh
before
yeah, you
that-
ain't never lied though. You ain't never lied. But while they were together, while they were in one piece, but Rose Art knew they was like, okay, we're gonna give you double. We're gonna so now you got 2 crayons. Look at you.
I'm gonna just touch Ray on the shoulder, but not quite how it works. And I'll actually approach, and I'm just gonna look at. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the pronunciation of your name. Mess me up.
And
Inkosi.
Kosi.
When approaching Kosi, just might I have a look at the gem?
Yes. And I'll say, careful. It seems to poison organic matter.
Holding it in the glass flask, I'll just kind of look at it, and I'm just gonna try to. Knowing gems, I'm looking for runes. I'm looking for symbols. I'm looking for engravings on it.
Anything that could give you anything.
Yeah.
Give me an Arcana roll. While you're doing that, looking at the gem. Yes.
I was gonna say, I don't know if it matters still or not. That was a 23 on my survival roll. Also, what in the fresh hell did you just share?
That's what you saw with your survival roll
Love it. Thank
for
you.
a split second.
I'm so mad that Grim's the only one that gets
Fuck.
to see it. I'm looking all over in the chats. I'm like, where?
I don't see that shit.
Being proficient in gemmed tools, can I have advantage on the Arcana?
Oh, you can add your proficiency bonus to it.
So, yeah,
that's how that works.
Barian would have done his ranger thing, get down on one knee and kind of like checking the ground, looking at the surface of the water, scanning the area around. Where exactly did he see this?
With that roll, Barian, I'll let you keep that survival roll. You're looking at the terrain specifically. That's what's interesting because you noticed it's
Tracks?
no,
Oh.
it's different.
We got a stretch and a hydrate, kids.
This shouldn't be like this. Like how things almost like because of your history, you know what a hallucinatory terrain looks like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Not just my history. That's just a thing that as a ranger, that's a feat. That's part of my natural explorer.
And so the remove spell curse has been completed.
Mm-hmm.
With the completion of the remove curse spell from the Nkosi and this brief interaction, Barian is down. You all notice Barian kind of get down. And he's looking, he's kind of keeping a glance on everything as the mirage around you all fades.
We need to go.
And lying there, next to this whole ordeal,
Slowly, preferably.
you hear a heavy purr.
Very, very slowly.
Hell yeah.
This was in the water. This is
This was
was
of-
the water.
no behind to the side, watching over, and this creature is surrounded by a bunch of small
What is that?
That's
That's so
What in the world?
it's surrounded by a bunch of these things.
What is it?
Give me
I
just a
don't see.
second, because I'm going to go ahead and
Okay.
throw it in our chat here, too.
But I
Thank you.
recognize the big one at all. Right? Or either.
I want one of these as a pet. I'm
recollection?
so mad at you. This is so cute.
This is so cute.
Oh wow.
So there's one big one, and then about 12 of these little guys just kind of crawling around it. Some are even floating above. Some are kind of on their backs rolling a little bit.
No recollection of this, like studies wise, anything.
I was gonna say, yeah, do you want me to roll anything?
And And
Saren,
is
Barian,
Barian-
and Valorant.
I was gonna say, is Barian the only one that can see it? But that kind of answers that question then.
So,
It dropped its illusion.
so I have a question.
Yes.
Does it know a language?
You can try talking to it.
I talk to it telepathically.
It'll look at you. And it'll nod slowly in response.
Okay. I'll just say, I sense that you understand me. I am Nkosi Fe of Dis. Me, my companions, and I mean you no harm. We hoped to help these creatures. If we are infringing upon your territory, we mean no disrespect, and we will leave forthwith. But if you allow us, we can help these creatures. I am a healer, medicine worker, and I can make a salve or a poultice that can help them with their ailment. If you seek offering, I can also give you offering to be in your territory as well. Whether that be through a gift, or we do have hunters here that could hunt you a gift as well. May we be in your territory.
You'll see it lower its head and give you a respective bow.
You should be fine.
It'll open its mouth and kind of breathe. And with its breath, an illusion will form. A small one. It'll form into water. The water will turn black. The water will then turn into one of these things, the middle ones, the llama ones. And it shows them sick on the ground. The illusion will change. They'll shrink and condense back into the stone that you pulled out.
Is it trying to tell me? Oh, I'm sorry, please.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. It'll show the stone breaking. It'll look at you. It'll breathe again. The stone will reform, and now suddenly it's in a glass vial, the one you have. It'll nod. You're getting the vibe. It can't speak to you directly, but it has dropped its illusion because you have solved its problem. Its children can now drink.
Okay, on that
Anything
gem
further
check,
is better. Yes.
on that gem check, like looking for any runes, symbols, carvings, anything like that, I got a 23.
And then what did you want me to roll? I missed that completely.
Sorry, to get a better understanding of this creature, we can do nature or history. Grim, it will strictly be nature for you. Saren, it is strictly history for you. Valen, you can do history.
Okay.
And despite what Nkosi said, because you said out loud that it should be okay, right?
But even despite
Oh, Grim, you.
Sorry.
Even despite that, like, Ray doesn't know Nkosi very well, so she's gonna kind of move closer to Saren and prepare to cast invisibility on him if anything looks like it's gonna be weird.
That's a 21 on the history.
And then Barian and Saren?
Oh, I got a natural 1, so
I got a
I
nat
was
20.
still focused on the gem.
You're on the gem.
I was on the gem.
Nat 20 for a 23.
Okay. And what exactly were we trying to discern exactly with this?
Wait, the gem or the... No, sorry.
So on my end, making sure that this is the parent that I was thinking would probably
Yes, okay.
pop up, and trying to remember any additional lore now that I can think of, especially after watching Nkosi speak to it, seeing the illusion that it formed and whatnot. If this thing had any type of, like, predators that would come after it, because it looks a little foreboding. but like in a really good way. So I don't imagine that it has too many natural enemies. So it's like, why would somebody go out of their way to poison its water supply, especially knowing it's rare?
So, with those rolls, Valorant, you get this information from your studies at the Holy Forge. Varian, this information would have come to you from not necessarily studying, but random stories that you would have heard either during war or during your travels. These are Miragula. They are beings that are found strictly in Devolkrim. We're not quite sure where they came from, but they started popping up about 3 centuries ago, and their sightings have been rare. Their nature is very much stay out of sight, stay out of mind. They are creatures that are as closely tied to the Fae as you can be without being Fae. They are proficient in spells that involve mirages. They can cast minor illusions, mirror image. Some of the more powerful ones can even change the terrain around them. All of them are capable of turning it invisible. For the most part, they are peaceful grazers who stay out of sight, out of mind, away from people. Seeing Miragula Prime, which is what this big creature is seen as actually a token of good luck. They rarely, if ever, reveal themselves to anybody. They choose to traverse the lands completely invisible, taking care of their young in secret, just merely observing the world around them. They don't really have much natural predators except for people, because their hides and their furs are very rare, along with the crystal-lined wings on the primes that can be used to make a number of things. They are intelligent. They are capable of understanding, from what you actually, a 21 you said?
Yep.
They can understand, from what you understand, all languages. They just understand. Trying to think of what you would get from that. I think that's it. This is definitely though the mother of this herd. And while the attacking the gem in the water to specifically poison them, it's not off the table. It could have just been wrong place, wrong time. Someone was just trying to get rid of a cursed item, and they found a pool of water.
I did get a 23 on the investigation of the gem itself.
Yes, the gem itself, no, there's not much you really can get from it. It has a powerful enchantment. I'll be basic. It's a fairly basic enchantment attached to it, but it is meant to last and linger. It is just rot incarnate. That's really all you get from it.
I'm going to be casting Prestidigitation on the water, slowly trying to clean it.
Neo did do remove curse, but you definitely can if you want to still.
I was doing that too. And then I want to use Shape Water to slowly start feeding the one that I've been holding.
As you begin to kind of do that and feed the one you're holding, everyone give me an animal handling roll.
Oh,
I need one for everybody.
It's not gonna be good.
Fuck.
somebody needs to carry this one. Ooh, yeah, somebody needs to carry this one.
10.
5.
5.
15. Wait, what? You guys got 5s? I got a +2.
17.
Ray, give me an animal handling roll.
At disadvantage because she's trying
I
to
said
steal one of the
14.
llamas.
No, I got 14.
14. Okay. Whisper. As you're feeding this fluffy winged llama boy is water. One of these slug-like creatures, snail creatures, kind of slowly climb up your back, up on top of your head. Starts chewing on your hair. As it begins to kind of give like it's a purr, but it's a snail purr, so it's more of a
Goopy.
it's in my head I hear the Perry the Platypus the sound as you get a new pet.
Guys, I have a friend.
Rolled the only one who rolled the save.
How much slime does this thing leave?
Oh, you're gonna hate this.
There's something I'd like to do
Yes.
while I'm here. This creature, this Miragula,
Yeah.
clearly a magical being of some kind. I would like to ask it for payment.
Ooh.
I would ask, since we have, I'll just say this out loud. Since I have cleansed your nest of the rot that lingered here, I would ask for some token in return. I'd be happy to take shavings of your fur or old clippings of your wings, and I can make something from them. Something sustainable for you and your community. I do not wish to take from this place, but I do wish payment for cleansing this rot.
There's a D4 when I need one. Damn it, son of a bitch.
If I need to roll, I do have a I do have a plus 13 in persuasion, so I'd be happy to roll.
Give me that persuasion roll. Give me that persuasion roll. And
Plus
I will say
13 is
you did.
disgusting. I'm
you
here
said-
for it.
Silver tongue. Actually, hold on. Yes,
And you have a D. Do you have anything from chat right now?
I do have a D8 from chat, I believe.
Just in case.
Just in case. Let me make sure this is right. Expertise is double your persuasion.
Expertise is the double proficiency bonus. So
Double precision. Okay, so that's 8 plus. Yes, it is 13. Okay. Plus 13 persuasion. Even on a 6, that's a 19. Is that high enough, or do I need to spend this? I rolled a 6 on the die. I still got a 19.
19?
Do I still need? Do I need more?
No, I'm gonna say because meets beats. You
Okay.
were close. You were close. But
Expertise, baby. Silver tongue of the
Expertise.
devil.
I rolled to see what it would offer you.
Hmm.
You see its wings. One of them kind of come before it as it takes its claw. And it cuts off one of its own. I don't know the exact word. One of the shoots coming off of it. I'm not sure exactly what scientifically that part of the wing anatomy is called.
Fuck if I know.
Right? but one of those guys.
okay, but like, is it one of the like feathered parts or one of the like crystallized looking parts?
One of the crystallized looking parts.
Hmm.
As it falls in front of you. It has some heft to it. It has some weight. It's about 10, 15 pounds. Heavier. It's dense. It's dense.
Pretty fucking heavy. I was like,
For like a single thing of this thing's wings.
Yeah, what the
Wild.
fuck? It's massive.
You notice with this Bish, you can tell that these wings aren't meant for flying.
Got it. So they're like Barians.
Accurate.
Varian has wings?
You can call them that. Our
They were
formerly
once.
fallen ASMR.
Oh.
They were wings at one point. In the arms.
Stop it! No! Oh no! Oh no! And hey guys, with that, let's take a quick break.
Okay, so
I
like,
draw the motherfucking line.
I'm drawing the line of Arnold.
Motherfucking line.
I love that everybody just, we all just, hi, I'm Sarah McLaughlin. No, get off my screen. You're gonna make me so sad. So sad. But also, random
Or
thing,
just-
before we go to break, we need one more follower to hit our goal of 1,300. So like, shout out for that.
Maybe.
Alright, but
Thanks, guys.
we'll take a quick tenor and be back at whatever the 15 mark is for your time zone. So we will be back in just a little bit, guys. Alright,
I'm letting Morph out.
bye.
We'll get sneaky.
and my cat started eating it while we were playing. I was like, oh.
Your cat ate your burrito?
That is
A
a
good chunk of
wild
it.
statement to come back in on.
Don't say it, Cody. Don't.
Don't.
I'll-
Don't.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
Don't do it.
Oh,
Don't do it.
No.
Got a wonderful dehydrate from Oro, so Celsius, huzzah. Alright, well, hi guys.
Did you know you have to come with something that dehydrates you too?
Nah.
Nah, I didn't know that. I don't do ashy guts, man.
It's required by law.
I gotta have my guts moisturized,
I'm
man.
so mad at you.
Gotta do it.
Now I feel like I just gotta keep drinking water just because it's like.
Hey, it makes you drink water, though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Water
It's just,
for the
it's such an unsettling sentence. I'm just like.
weak. What did we
ugh.
just learn in the last hour? Water bad.
Water
good.
bad.
Oh, cursed water.
We did
is
learn
bad.
that.
Cursed
what I'm
water.
saying.
And how are you gonna know? How are you gonna know when?
Cursed water is
Alcohol's
what you
always
get
sanitary.
at McDonald's
Lotus.
when the Sprite syrup is out.
Ugh, facts.
Mm-mm.
That's the
That's
worst.
cursed
Like, what
water.
are we even doing?
I mean, that's literally no different from LaCroix. So,
Yeah, it's just tonic water.
Wait, what are we talking about?
No, tonic
LaCroix-
water's different. Tonic water's
Look-
different than seltzer.
Mhm.
LaCroix
Tonic water has
tastes
flavor.
like a grape LaCroix tastes like it was on the back of a truck in its can on the other side of the truck, and there were grapes on the other side of the refrigerated truck. That's what
LaCroix,
a
LaCroix
grape
tastes like
tastes
somebody whispered the word strawberry at a can and hoped.
That's
for
what
the
it
best.
fucking. That's exactly what it tastes like.
Strawberry. I like it.
LaCroix tastes like if
I
somebody
love it.
tried to remember grapefruits from memory.
Ugh.
LaCroix tastes like TV static.
I think I need to figure out what LaCroix is.
It's like a sparkling water. It has
Yeah.
flavors.
It's
a
like
sparkling
a
water that
I grew
doesn't
up with the
have actual
hose,
flavor.
so
Yeah, it's great.
freaking got nothing
It's
on this.
essence of flavor.
LaCroix is a
canned
sparkling water if that water were straight.
It's a straight sparkling water, and that's not what you want. That's not what you want.
I disagree with that statement.
No, but it's what Wes gets.
The only time I've had sparkling water in my life was when me and Cody were in Vegas.
It was awful.
I prefer water sparkling.
Why?
We know.
I didn't
I
hate
like
it.
the
Asher.
bubbles.
I will admit, I do
I like the bubbles.
Liquid Death. I do like the Liquid Death carbonated waters.
I don't like that one. It's not spicy enough.
I like how it has flavor.
It has flavor. I don't want flavor. I want straight tonic water. Not tonic water, seltzer water. I want my water to be spicy.
I want to know what your spice cabinet looks like now.
It's
Water.
actually a very good spice cabinet. Thank you.
All right. Well, let's hop back in.
I
It's like,
season my food.
we got pepper in there.
We got pepper in there.
We
I
live
got
on the dangerous
white
side.
pepper.
This is the whitest conversation I've ever brought up. How did I get here?
Whole ground,
I've got-
whole peppercorn.
I've got two different type of Lowrys. I've got Tony Scherer's. I've got seasoning. I've got
You
homemade
said
seasoning.
it's Tony who?
I can't read or spell.
Tony Satchery.
Look,
I'll
I have
go
never
Lowry's.
once heard anyone say it to me. I've just heard it called Tony's.
You did a what on your tree?
Tony's.
I will forever hear it in a Louisiana accent, be the shashery. Like,
Oh my god. Oh my god. This
Isn't that a dance move?
all about everything about this conversation is painful.
This is good.
I made
quick shout out to the mods for timing out Jasher in the chat for 10 minutes.
I can go, guys.
I know. You stay. You got a slug. You be happy.
He's got a slug.
Damn.
All right. We're gonna hop back in.
Drop that thing out from the woods like we did the doll.
You guys make your way back to both of your means of transportation.
Which one's faster, the car to the house?
by far the card.
Probably a card.
It's probably the card, yeah.
We got something. We got one thing.
Uh, DM, I have a clerical question for you.
Yes.
Feel free to not answer. What the fuck does this wing do?
Right now in your inventory, you can put crystal wing. For now,
Crystal wing sound like a drug.
crystal. Well,
Facts.
if you grind it up and snort it, you'll find out
I'm
what
not
happens.
snorting it. I'm not gonna do
D&D
that.
Viagra. Let's go.
No.
Nope.
If it lasts for more than 4 hours, call more ladies.
Oh shoot, I missed the posture check. Sorry guys, posture check, and then hydrate in case I didn't say it. But I'm not saying that it's not drugs. I'm just saying that you got it from a guy that creates hallucinations and can be invisible. That's it. That's all I got.
Meh. Fucking metal, dude.
Fucking metal. Above table, you could take it to like a high level blacksmith, and you could possibly get it made into something, either weapons or armor. I have a very big monster hunter rule. You know, if you get a piece of a monster, if you can think about it, we can maybe make it work.
Here.
Yo, Darian. Eris had it right when she was taking the tongues.
Damn.
What could have been made?
I will say also, this stuff it can be ground into a powder. It is an ingredient that can be used. Whatever you choose to do with it, we will
That
go.
sounds fun too.
For Lowry's.
What I'm gonna do when I get back to the house is I'm going to summon a devil that's a smith to forge
go.
this into something, and I'm gonna planar bind it to make this fucking weapon for me.
Okay. Is there like a just like a spell, or are we just?
Yeah,
calling
I'm
home?
literally about to cast planar bind, and y'all just y'all just stay out of this fucking room. Because it's not gonna be friendly when it gets here. It's not gonna be happy to be here. So
Literally, it's just
Theo
like
retreats to one of the rooms and is like, "Don't come in for a second."
no, actually, like for real.
Sock on the doorknob.
It's
I was like, is this some kinky stuff? What's happening here?
And Kelsey's like, don't come in for a second. Door closes, and you just hear one-winged angel start playing through the door for some reason.
like, yeah, I will actually fucking cast planar binding and summon a smithing devil from the 9 hells from the front
Let's
lines.
fucking go.
To make this fucking weapon for me.
I wanna
It's not
hear-
gonna be happy to be
you
here.
summon it, and it's got like a
Man, I'm in
sandwich
the middle
its
of
mouth,
business
being
right now.
Being like, I was on break right now. What do you want?
Hey, look here. Let me see what planar. I didn't think this was gonna come up actually. It was just
Homie was on his smoke break, and then Coachy's like, congratulations, you have new employment.
Just
Yeah.
mid taking a shit.
that you will not be paid for. I mean, I'll
Which
get my
you
soul
will
coin.
not be paid for.
I'll get my soul coin for its trouble. Planar binding. How do I do this?
I gotta pull. You're making me pull stuff up. This is fun.
Yeah, this is my 5th level spell for the day. It takes an hour to cast.
Ooh.
So I have to summon this thing in, and then I bind it, and it's bound for 24 hours.
Ooh.
And its components. This is gonna be fun. A jewel worth at least 1,000 gold pieces, which the spell consumes. How much is that cursed gem worth?
The cursed gem.
The one that I have in my
Yeah, the
my
one you
bag.
just got for the thing.
Yeah.
I have it written down.
Honestly, the timing, amazing.
Sometimes
Chance.
a
Three
plan
nickels
just
and a
comes
raspberry.
together.
It just comes together.
Cody's like, it's a river rock with a rune on it, man.
No. It's
While he's looking that up, Nkosi, the top of this hut, what is it? Is it pointy? Is it flat? Is it...
It's like domed to a point. Got a chimney up there
Got it.
on
So
the
it's
right
kind of
hand
like
side.
one of those like really cute. I want to call them like the goth umbrellas. I don't know what they're actually. Not like quite a parasol, but like a little bit more pointy than that. They kind of have.
Kind
that
of,
shape.
sort of. Kind of.
It's a walking yurt. Is what it is. It's a walking...
Sorry. that was awful.
it was involuntary. The gem
Yeah, I
is
did not
worth
mean to do that.
1,000 gold.
Yeah, I will use it as the
The component.
yeah, as the component for this.
That's crazy. Oh yeah, for
Love it
sure.
when a plan comes together.
And I just bite my thumb, drip some blood into a summoning circle. I summon a devil into it, spending the spell slot to do so, and it gets summoned into a planar binding magical circle.
Yes, it does. Does it specify what kind of devil, or is it just a devil?
It is a devil. It is a devil.
You're just hoping for a blacksmith.
I'm hoping for somebody on the front lines
I'm
of the
gonna
blood
roll.
war.
Let's find out what's that. Oh, that's
Rolling for Cambion here, but if it comes down to Orthon, I'll take it.
I wanted a blacksmith. I got a gardener.
Ooh. Okay. You
Fucking
summon-
Erides shows up.
Erides?
Erides.
Already. No, okay.
These nuts.
Oh,
There it is.
I was like, no, nobody go
no.
for the low hanging fruit. No.
It was right there. They're the sweetest ones.
Oh, and it's thematic. Oh, this is cool. Okay, fine. We're gonna do this.
Before this description, real quick,
Cody's like,
there's a Wingle the Wizard in the chat, in case y'all missed it. They turned 32 today. Happy birthday, Wingle.
It's your birthday! Happy
Hey.
birthday!
Happy birthday, Wiggle!
Birthday.
There you go, that's all I needed, thanks.
As you manage to summon an ice devil.
Oh, interesting.
I posted it in the chat. I will send it to you too, and Cozy. Just to you so you can see it.
Not thematic.
ew.
No,
This-
they're not great.
Who the hell put smash that fast? That's insane.
Is it Oro?
Who do you think it was?
It's Oro.
Probably.
Guarantee it was Oro.
It
was
appeared
Aura.
in the chat with the smash icon next to it.
This
Yeah,
man just
Oro, though.
hovering over chat.
He hears that like a thing's coming, he senses it, and he's already ready.
I don't like that.
So many pauses.
What is that? Why? Why?
Yeah.
It'll
I-
appear in the center of your room in this circle. It'll look around, see you. It'll kind of lean forward as its mind links with yours. Release me now.
And hydrate.
I'll speak to it in Infernal. And I will say, hold your tongue. Your forked tongue, you devil scum. Do you know of who you speak? To whom you speak? I am the son of a Satra. Your betters. You will obey.
Give me that persuasion roll. And I'm gonna say with advantage because you mentioned boss. You're throwing out big names and you mean it.
That's an 18 high plus 13. How's 31?
The fuck?
You see this devil in the best way it knows how to reverence itself. Sit the fuck down.
Indeed. You've been summoned for one purpose. You will use those cursed hands to forge me a weapon. And if you do not, you will die. If you fail, you will die. If it is not to my liking, you will die. And if I am bored, you will die. And let me be very clear about this relationship that we have here now. The circle does not protect me from you. It protects you from me. There's a paladin in the other room that I'm sure would be very glad to meet you. So, you will do my bidding. And maybe by the end of my spell, in 24 hours, you may be able to go back to your hellhole, you lowly fiend. Do we have an understanding?
Okay. I am now going to make this individual give me a charisma saving throw. And with that performance, I'm going to say I'm going to have it do it done at disadvantage. Because it is quaking in your presence at this moment.
You hear its mandibles chittering, just.
Ooh, maybe. For a total of 14?
Against my spell save?
Yeah.
Oh no, not even close.
Fair enough. It looks up at you. It'll speak in Infernal. Your will is my command. And it will lower its head, begrudgingly.
Very good. And I will just turn on my heel. Snap my finger. The house produces its materials and what it needs to forge. The forge that it makes is one with hellfire in it.
Okay.
And I say, you have a day. And I close the door behind me and it just slams.
And it stays, in this room for the 24 hours. It doesn't like go back to do its thing. It's done in here.
No, it is bound to that circle.
Phenomenal. Okay. It will begin working the second you leave.
All right, who's hungry?
Starved, honestly.
Val will just look over at Saren and go, they made breakfast. I feel like you should probably do lunch.
What do snails
Fair
eat?
enough.
Salt.
I don't think that's true.
My.
I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure that's not true.
Sarah, usually stoic, definitely cracks a good giggle there. I will look at Nkosi and I'll gladly make us a meal this time. Where's the kitchen?
Anywhere you'd like it to be. I'll help you.
Incredible.
Admittedly,
Alright,
I was just kind of imagining like the open area of this before it turns into like the long hallway thing was kind of just like a studio apartment where it was like the kitchen, the living room, that type of area. So that's also kind of cool.
Yeah, it is like, there's a traditional cauldron and, a hearth that does have hellfire in it. But if you'd like a fully formed kitchen, the house can make one for you.
Love
I
that.
love that. Let's go for it. And I don't know what ingredients you have in here, but let's make them good.
Whatever you need.
All right, we're making a meal. But we're going crazy.
Think of the fridge as basically like a refrigerator of holding. Like
And on top of that, I have all the spices and stuff that I already like because we had the cart back. So I got all the things that I'm used to using.
Things like your stuffs.
So we're gonna make a hell of a meal.
All right. You guys had a solid day. You guys helped out some wildlife. And Kosi made a friend. And gave him a task. And now we're going to end our night with a lovely meal sun goes down, we all can take a long rest. Any role playing we all want to get done over dinner, we can do now. If we want, we can move on to tomorrow. What we wanna do?
We're all still in the moving house. Yes, we're not in the cart. Okay.
Yeah.
Where did Ray put the loot? I want to know how well she hid it because she came in.
Well, she heard the screech outside as soon as she picked it up.
Yeah. I know, the
I just
cart's
want to
gonna
see if
lurch
Val
to a
would know
stop,
that
and
it
she's
was
like,
no
"Ah,
longer in
shit."
the cart. Like,
So, well, I would have hid it in the cart
oh,
still.
never mind. I thought you brought it in here and was like, I stashed it.
No, I would have hid it in the cart still. If one of the beds is mine, I probably would have like stuffed it over there really quick, just so I could take a better look at the loot later. But yeah, no, I didn't bring it out of our cart. Yeah.
Over dinner, Val starts talking about the you called it a mill mirage.
Miragula.
Marajala.
Starts talking about it, and she's like, honestly, I feel a little bit more at ease about what we're going into. Finding these things is incredibly lucky.
That's so.
I've only ever
I'm
seen
not
them.
familiar with this type of creature.
I've only ever seen them in books. They tend to be very seclusionary. The fact that it revealed itself so willingly is so impressive. Honestly, kudos.
I have to say I took the lead from, and I look over to Baron,
Barian.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It still says
And-
Grim on his thing.
Wow, the audacity.
I know. I haven't changed it in a really long time. Sorry.
And I,
Yeah, fix it.
I wouldn't. I don't think I would have gone if it hadn't been for you all going. And I mean, my time here has been different than what I'm used to. There's not many kind hands where I come from.
At the school? Because she's thinking, like, they met Nkosi with the professor. He's a student at the school, that type of stuff.
Before I attended the academy. So to have
Look at Nkosi and just kind of knowingly just kind of feel it and kind of motion towards Valor and be like, maybe ease up.
and to see how willingly you helped these creatures that needed help. It's something I'm not quite used to, but I'm glad that I got to witness it.
I would argue that many of us are misplaced. And it's kind of a wonder that we all ended up together in the first place, but if it's something that small as healing someone that's sick, or as big as removing a curse that's causing that sickness in the first place, you should do what you can to help, whether it be little or small. So the fact that you also jumped in as willingly as you did, despite admittedly not knowing us at all, and yet sharing your house with us, it's appreciated. And there's this, like, very stone-faced up top, but, like, a slight smile. It's like a slight break in Val's RBF.
And that's all you're getting.
That's it. We're in the black, everybody. We did it. We did it, Reddit. What brought you all together? You're so different from each other.
Val will also kind of take a poke over at Saren and just...
Yeah, I was saying Barion's gonna slowly turn and look at Saren, actually.
Circumstances were dire in many situations, but one thing led to another, and each of us were willing to lend a helping hand in a moment. And through that, gained friendship, camaraderie, and a common goal.
Seems like a real simple way to say I found most of my friends washed up on a beach randomly, but...
Is
Something about this guy. I just want to help him. All right. Ugh. Gross.
He has so many words to use and chooses to say none of them.
Just noises.
oftentimes the simplest explanation of things seems to get the point across them. So,
Why use lot word when few word make point?
When few word do trick. Well,
And
I mean, I just got here, so I mean,
We quite literally takes a sip of wine and points at Ray and goes, "We quite literally found that one near a dumpster."
hey. I mean, it happens. It's fine. It's great.
is Ray a tiefling?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you can't even see it. There we go.
Oh, there you are. I see you now. And I'll say, do you have a hellish lineage?
Sand's gonna grimace.
Complicated. That's a complicated lineage.
Oh, it's pretty hellish.
Yeah. So
We
Damn.
hit the follower
I
goal. Yay!
Yeah,
Congratulations.
did it. So my dad made me. Well, I mean, every dad makes their children. That's just how that goes. But like I was like an experiment, like a science experiment, not like a sexual kinky night experiment. No, like a.
I'm trying to
They were
hydrate, Jess. I
made in a
can't do that if you
lab.
make me spit my water out.
You were made in a lab. You're making it
yeah, I was
weird,
gonna-
darling.
Yeah, sorry. I haven't really revisited this whole thing yet.
I mean, that was
Anyways,
like, what,
turns
2
out
days
he-
ago?
Yeah. I haven't really sat down and really faced the fact that I just killed my dad. So,
Cider?
yeah, that sounds good.
Inkosi literally is like, whoa, I walked into so much more there
That's
than I walked
That's why Sand grimaced as soon as you asked. He's like,
It's
oh.
like in us, and I'll just be like, okay, so never
Yeah.
bringing that up again.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're all
Yeah.
weird here.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with this group, and I guess now I am no exception. She's just gonna like chug the entire thing.
I was made by
Just
an
handed
ancient
her-
fey witch.
Yep.
I'm still fighting my grandmother. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Don't worry, his grandmother's the one that gives me my abilities.
And it's just, I'm literally just darting around
So
this table.
if he
just-
succeeds in his quest to fight his grandmother, does that like
I'm not trying to fight her. I'm trying to make up. I threw a tantrum. Shut up. Fuck it. Do you want another drink or not?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Yeah, his grandma's the Raven Queen.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
My grandmother is the patron of death.
And I
No, I heard that. I'm very.
Do you want a cider?
Yes, please.
I just found out I don't use magic from the weave. I have my own.
Neat.
I'm just gonna slowly stand up. I'm just gonna pat Nkosi on the shoulder, be like, welcome.
Welcome. And with that, we're going to, as the conversation goes, see, you're just there.
There's
you're
a devil in the back room. So.
There's a devil in the back
Of
room.
course there is.
Everybody's around this table, like sharing stories, and I'm just imagining and Kosei taking it in stride like a kindergarten teacher listening to their students talk, going, uh-huh. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's so great, baby.
Oh,
Some of the kids are mentioning
Saren?
their parents got divorced, and like you're just like, mm-hmm.
My dad drinks alcohol every night.
Yeah.
hey, Saren. So I know obviously we're married, but do you have a wife and family? Do you like have an actual wife and family?
So many things to unpack there.
No. Anyone I might have called family is very much long gone.
Same.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. To both of you. Ugh.
I guess you won't be meeting his parents then.
I've never met my parents.
Oh.
I never knew my father.
Oh. Okay. Oh my god. I think. Anyways, I think it was mentioned you have like a tavern. Do you own a tavern?
Cody, I'm so sorry. We cut you off just to keep running on this tangent.
Well, at the point of the beginning,
Muted.
Yeah.
Code, you muted.
I'm happy with the
Oh,
role
finger
play.
cut.
I love it. I love it. We're like, I'm having a good time, and your characters are bonding. I'm having a great time. You know what I mean?
Great.
This is what D&D's all about, baby. You know.
Unpacking our trauma.
D&D
around a
is
home
about
cooked meal. Let's
imagining
go.
sleeping with your friends. That's what it is. It's just to sleep with your friends.
It's a good time. So the group kind of shares kind of trauma bonds for a little bit longer, and Cozy, your eyes are just wide as you're just taking in all this information. Who did I let inside of my car? You know, like I know you just said to the devil, you know, like you're trapped in here with me. You're now getting that feeling, but reversed with all of that. You know, like ooh. And it's getting darker. Everyone after dinner kind of makes their ways to their respectable chambers. They avoid the devil room. Anyone taking watches tonight before we take a long rest?
Barian will take first watch.
And then Val will take second after that, since Ray and Saren did it last night.
Bet.
I will join Barian this time around.
Ray is gonna look over at Val to see if she is trusted to sleep in the special house this night.
I'm gonna keep an eye on Ray.
I don't trust anything
damn.
about that. You lunged at a illusionary llama. Okay, like
Yeah. Are you doing anything with your snail?
I'm gonna be in the kitchen going like, is this a food you like? No. Is this a food you like?
okay.
Everything you show, it's making that noise. It's not eating it though. It is gonna.
It dies of starvation before he even gets a chance.
So random thought. Hey Ray, can you roll me an insight check really quick? Against my
yeah.
performance.
Okay. Insight check. Insight. I actually have pretty good. I have a +6, so 16.
Okay, cool. That actually just shy. Like literally 1 point off. There's this look on Val's
dang.
face that is like and you're just being like, I mean, there's something. But she might just be looking like a bitch. I don't really know. Like she was trying to essentially like convey that like don't touch anything. If it's not yours, don't touch it. But Ray's like, I think I'm good. I think I'm good here.
Everything's fine.
I've conveyed
Totally
the information.
trusted. I feel so trusted right now. You know, Mom trusts me. It's all good. Everything's fine.
This is the same energy as Mom doesn't know what I did last night. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Alright. But
Okay. So, we all go to bed?
So, on that first watch, as Barian went out, Saren's gonna follow behind. Yeah, leave the hut where we ended up perching. I'll sit next to Barian.
How's it going?
Well, like Ngosi's question, how we all met, how we got together.
Yeah.
Got me thinking. Me and you, we've been together for a long time. We're the only ones from our original party that are left.
Yeah.
We found Eris, though.
We found Eris. Still gotta figure out what happened to Echo.
I find out. No, we don't. Thorin's gone. With this new group, why are we all going the same way?
It doesn't feel done yet, you know? I mean, you guys helped me take care of Veto, and I appreciate that, but he was part of whatever this is. And, I mean, this isn't my country, this isn't my problem, but this is your home still. I mean, it's not the same home that you left, but this is your home. And I'd like to at least... I'd like to think of you as a friend still, Saren. And your home's not safe yet. So,
Not sure
But,
I would even call it my home, honestly. But I think building one would be worth it.
I mean, you got a wife now. That's never not gonna be funny. I hope you know that.
Fair enough. The older sister of Eris, huh?
Oh shit, is she the older sister? Wait, I thought Eris was older. Hold on a minute.
Well, I guess I know her better than you.
Damn. Alright, that's fair. I haven't been paying attention. She stole my shit.
Well, what are your plans after all this? Once we all get all settled, are you gonna go back to where the Isles? Are you gonna settle down? I mean,
It's
you are
definitely
partial
warmer
owner-
there.
You are partial owner of the tavern.
I don't know, maybe we can convince Grandpa to open the gate again.
I think that's high on the list.
I would like to be able to go home to the Isles to it like I said, it's warmer there, it's nice. I'd love to show you around sometime. But realistically, I don't have anything there anymore. Took my military pension, sold my property, brought everything with me in this bag. I was I was either going to kill Veto or die trying, and now that he's dead, I actually don't feel like I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to make amends with the Raven Queen. Trying to make peace, at least. Val's taught me that it's okay to accept death sometimes. Make peace with it.
Well, I think it's about time me and you finally got to know each other more. It's been together the longest out of everyone. Oddly enough, I feel like I know you the best and the least. So, while we're out here, if you don't mind,
Yeah, of course.
tell me about your kids.
There were a lot, you know. My My son, Cithril. He was a Spitfire. He was active. He wanted to be a soldier just like me. Could not talk him out of it, no matter how hard I tried. It's not a glamorous life, but you know, kids, they get this idea. You know, they want to be like their dad. And he was active, energetic, full of life. My daughter, Andra, barely a teenager. Lot of energy, a lot of attitude. She was sharp. She was quick, very smart.
Must have took after her mother.
No, definitely, absolutely. I saw a bit of the divine spark in her as well, and I was scared. To be honest, I didn't want. Don't get me wrong. Being an Aasimar has its perks, but people tend to look at you a little differently. They expect more from you. I saw a little bit of that spark and I was worried, but in all honesty, I think she could have handled it. She would have made an amazing leader.
They'd be proud. I'm sure they were to have you.
Yeah.
So, for this night, I'll trust whatever you have in that flask.
It's keeping it simple tonight. I'll pass it over. It's just more of that cider.
All right.
It's a dry, sweet.
Muted.
And with this sweet little moment, both of you give me perception rolls. We're in the forest.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
19. The lowest perception roll I've ever made. It's so bad.
That's the first time I've ever beat you.
With that,
Hmm.
it's a clear night. The moon is out. It's shining down. It's whatever the one where it's getting smaller, not getting bigger, that waxing?
Waning.
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 I had a 50-50. And we're getting close towards, it's like the middle, closer towards, getting close to the end of summer. The chill is kind of beginning to creep back in, but it's still a relatively mild night. And you two just talk and drink for your first shift. And it's fairly quiet. You don't notice anything. Saren, you notice a shooting star at one point. But it's a nice peaceful night. Until Valorant eventually wakes you up. Or gets up to relieve you both of duty.
Just stretches.
I'll join Val.
Perfect.
Ooh.
You'll just see Nkosi sitting up in his loft.
Barry and Saren, you guys go to bed. You would inform Val it's been pretty quiet, pretty standard. You guys get tucked in, and Valorant, you make your way up, and you see Nkosi, kind of off to his side on his little perch.
Have you gone to bed yet?
Sometimes it's hard for me to sleep.
You gotta stretch and hydrate, kids. She kind of chuckles a little bit. Just, I understand that. Thankfully, I don't need very long to sleep, so it's not awful. Some things just have a habit of keeping you up at night.
You spend a good portion of your life around beings that don't sleep. You adapt.
And if you didn't check your posture after that stretch, we got a posture check as well. Everybody decided to hit us with everything. They're still kind of like, is the perch inside or outside? Just for clarification.
The loft I have is inside, but the window opens outward, like it's one of those, the window tilts, and I can just climb out of it.
Gotcha. Just, since you're awake, you care to join me for watch?
I don't mind.
They go up on the roof. It's like, what kind of beings do you hang out with that don't sleep, if that's not too personal of a question?
Oh no, it's fine. Devils.
She literally like, oh. I kind of assumed that even they needed some type of sleep. That's strange. But I mean,
It depends on the type. More powerful ones don't need it. They can rest, but they don't have to. They don't have to eat, but they do for the pleasure of eating.
honestly, I think if I didn't have to eat, I would probably eat more. For the simple enjoyment of it. But
That's probably, I feel, the general consensus.
it seems like such a... I don't know if I'd want to call it a sad thing to hang out with devils all day, because I don't really know your relationship with them, but it doesn't exactly seem like good company.
Yeah, it depends on the company, I think. Hellish law is strict. Things work by a very specific code with devils. And I know that's probably odd to tell a paladin.
To an extent, I would say yes, but at the same time, they're devils, not demons.
I've seen my fair share, and it is very different. So, yeah. There are some devils that partake in the more debaucherous, fiendish activities. There are those that partake in lust and sloth and greed. Greed is commonplace, I think, but gluttony, all of these things can be vices, but just commonplace for many devils. A means to an end, or good, wholesome fun. Wholesome for the nine, anyway.
I think sometimes when you tell things like that to just people in general, we tend to forget that things like gluttony and greed aren't specifically to things when it comes to food and money. Like, you could even argue that most dragons are very gluttonous. Albeit, we tend to associate them with greed, but what kind of creature would just hoard so much? It feels gluttonous to you, doesn't it? You can only imagine what gluttony looks like in the hells.
He's a pretty nice guy.
There's
I
a
believe
moment
that-
of like,
Please go on. I'm just going to make more jokes. I'm just going to make more jokes. Please continue.
It's literally just a. He's a nice guy and a.
That was a joke, Val.
By all means, realistically, I don't ever plan on going to the Hells. It's not exactly on my vacation menu. So I am just kind of taking your word here. Feel free to do that, what you will.
I think that that's totally fair. Aren't many travel agents for the 9 Hells.
I feel like it's a bit of a luxury at that point.
This can be pretty nice sometimes. Malbogia as well. This, because a lot of those types of devils love comfort. And what I've noticed is that many of the comforts they take are mortal ones. I think it begs the question. And also, to that end, they also specialize in the affairs of mortals like us.
In a sense that they just come to blend in and play human for a day?
No, in the respect of making contracts. The selling and buying and trading of souls. It begs the question as to why. Why is the mortal soul so valuable? And in my time, my father would say, the value of a soul is infinite. We just put a price on it. And I believe that it's the reason why it's so valuable to them is because it's what makes us real. It's what makes us us. And it's something they don't have. So, gods, monsters, devils, demons, they partake in the lives of mortals. They obsess over the lives of mortals, whether that be through worship or torture. I think it begs the question why.
Honestly.
Maybe we're more powerful than we think.
She's sitting just kind of like stirs around her glass. Snagged a tea on the way up just to get a little bit of warmth. But kind of sits and like swirls her tea around in its cup and goes, it kind of makes you wonder if it's a value that we could contribute to being monetary or a value of enjoyment. They don't necessarily perhaps need our souls for anything. They just want them to say that they have them. To flaunt them on a mantle like a hunting trophy. I'm wondering who has the biggest collection. And more so what they do with them. Who has the most prized soul? Whose collection holds the most value? And if they hoard it like we mortals do as far as wealth is concerned? Or do they pass it on to generations and treat it like currency?
I don't know. But I hope one day too. to be free of it, to just live the life that I have. You're an elf, yes?
Shatterkai, but elf nonetheless.
Hmm. You live a long time. More than most mortals do. What's it like to watch the world pass you by?
Admittedly, a big chunk of my life thus far has been. I don't necessarily want to call it a blur, but it's like there's a gap missing. But before that, it's. Even in my younger years, as I was approaching 50, it was so strange to go to the Forge and see so many of my classmates still in their teenage years and seemingly knowing nothing about their studies, about the world. It puts a massive distortion on the way the world works. Because I don't necessarily want to go along with the time is an illusion concept that everybody likes to have, but it definitely puts more value into the things you do with your time when your time is extremely limited, like that of humans or any other race, tieflings. I'm not really quite sure how long you live, but
I didn't know that I was different until I came to this, till I came to the material plane. I was told that my people live for 800 years. I just thought that being from where I'm from, that maybe I aged slowly, wasn't a lot of mortals to compare to, but I've lived for 100 years now. And I'm told that I'll live for 700 more. And already it feels like time moves so slow.
I genuinely wish that I could actually tell you how old I am. Again, everything kind of got lost for a little while, but if I had to guess, I'd say that we're roughly around the same age. If not, I might even be a little older.
Well, you don't look a day over 50.
I appreciate it, because until I get around Barian, I don't feel older. Barian ages me with his presence. What do you
I
plan
thought
to
that being...
What do you
no,
plan
please.
to do with your next 700 or so years? If you had every choice in the world.
If I had every choice in the world, I'd do as much as I could. But I know that my time here is borrowed, limited. I probably won't see another year on the material plane.
Sounds like we need to get you off of this rock then, huh?
Maybe. But there's nowhere that I can go that I cannot be found. That I cannot be retrieved.
She just comes right out, like, very stern face and goes, "Who's hunting you?"
Kosi was kind of just sitting and leans back. He calls himself my father. I call him Ashatra. He is a Rakshasa from the Nine Hells. He's raised me.
I assume it wasn't a happy childhood from the sounds of that.
I had everything I could have ever wanted. The best tutors for magic across the plains. I've learned magic from I've I've learned potions from hags, swordsmanship from Valkyries. I've had the best food in all existence. I've had the most beautiful succubi at my beck and call. But I was never free. I was a commodity. My father, Ashatra, has never seen me more than a pet. He's never seen me more than power. The power I have is something he has collected. And of course, he made sure that his tools were sharp. That's why I had the best tutors in magic. That's why I am unmatched with a spear.
It really makes me consider what I said earlier then, about what value they hold in mortal souls. Why keep just the soul when you can have the entire entity at your beck and call?
Yes. I escaped. My teacher gave his life so that I could escape. The one who taught me to wield the magics that I do. Helped me summon Ishi. The first friend I've ever had. I came here to look for your one-eyed deity. Heard that there were people like me that had come here. So I came here seeking answers and found the academy. They took me in. I met some people there that were kind to me. Those monsters took them away. Took away their souls.
Luckily for you, I don't think you could have stumbled upon a better group to help you hunt one-eyed gods. It's unfortunately something we know quite well. And I'm sorry about your friends. This is probably the longest 48 hours on your material plane adventure so far. Seems like
Possibly.
so much has happened.
Well, this place is not barren of excitements. I'll say that. It's not boring up here. But I won't keep you. Thank you, Valor.
Absolutely. I don't know
Come,
how much
Ishi.
longer we're gonna be traveling together, but we may as well help each other out while we're here.
And I will do what I can.
And Val just
Ishi.
kind of leans back on the roof and starts kind of like passively looking at the stars. Will occasionally look up and kind of look out at the horizon.
Ishi's gonna come over and give you something
Ooh.
before I call him to. Just gonna wander over and put something in your hand. It's a soul coin.
Weird question, DM. Would the mimic react
Yes.
to the soul coin at all?
1 second while I Google soul coin.
Brother, we played Baldur's Gate. It's gonna get Carlac juiced right now, okay?
1 second. 1 second.
But while DM is looking that up, she kind of sits, holds it in her hand, and just... It's incredibly hot. As to be expected, but... Not scorching. Which feels strange. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it looks evil as hell.
I do not know that Ishi gave you one of my soul coins.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought you were like... Here, he gave that to you. It's just... I don't know if you would be paying attention to it then, or if you had like
You
completely
just got
turned
paid
around.
by a familiar.
Or if you just completely turned around and I've been left to my own devices. But she's not like trying to hide what he gave her, just kind of reveling in the fact that it is weirdly warm. Like, warmer than it should be for being held by a monkey. Like, this is not a body heat warm. This was literally in fire warm. But somehow still okay to touch. Like, it's a weird feeling. Not Cody's think face. Not Cody's
Hey,
muted
DM,
think face.
while you're doing stuff.
Valorant, so sorry. Valorant, what's your con modifier?
High as shit.
I know it's more than one, so you're fine for now.
Yeah.
But I just wanna know.
My con mod, +3.
Yeah.
My con save, +8.
Understood. Yeah, you take this coin, you feel it. It's heavier than you thought it would, and it is warm, but your little ring doesn't seem to react to it.
I was kind of expecting it to, like, even just for thematic purposes, like, he's on my wrist and whatnot, and soul coin hits my hand, the heat that's radiating off of this, the little mimic kind of like, and like scurries a little bit farther down her wrist, and is like, oh. That was unpleasant.
Brother,
So that was one of my magic items that I got to give myself. So
Understood. And with this little interaction, this little exchange,
Hey, DM.
yes,
Before Baron goes to bed, can I just make one brew really quick?
roll the brew.
Okay, that's
Roll the
fine.
brew. And while
I just
you
want
brewing?
to. I'll message you.
and
Number 26 on the
Valorant,
chart.
give me a perception roll, just for the night. For your powder to watch.
That is it. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
There isn't a lot that happens. It's a pretty chill standard night. It's calm, it's peaceful, and for the most part, you do think that nothing's gonna happen. You kind of play with this new coin that you have, kind of look at it, examine it, and then the sun starts to rise, and you are. The forest kind of opens up to make a small little clearing, and it goes on for a couple 100 yards. It's a big open grass field, kind of locked in, surrounded by trees. And you're at Dirty 20? As the sun comes up, it's still early, but in the center of the field, facing the cart and all of you, you just see
Mm-mm.
a
No.
creature standing alone,
You son of a bitch.
staring at you as you approach. And this is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
I'm so mad at you.
Oh,
I hope your left sock is wet tomorrow.
oh, it already is.
Oh,
Just the left
no.
one.
All right, we'll pick this back up in 2 weeks.
The party has not seen this thing before, right?
Correct.
Okay. I need you, in the most loving way possible, Cody, I need you to get fucked. So aggressively. Absolutely not.
I'm not the one who put the jar curse on it, all right?
Oh, this guy's here. Fuck this dude in particular.
Fuck this dude in particular.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
As the start of your second day, we will begin with a little talk, a little conversation.
Well, a little chit-chat.
Well, maybe. We'll see what happens. Tune in 2 weeks. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, for being here.
So
We
dead.
appreciate it. Obviously, tomorrow we have Rel's campaign, where a couple of us are playing in that. Come check that out. Same time, 8:30 Eastern. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Been a little bit later, but we were role-playing. Good role-play tonight.
Honestly, roleplay tonight.
Good.
Top tier. Let's go.
I love Whisper diving into a pile of mud, trying to grab a holographic llama. I love that the whole point to the holographic llama was so dramatic that 2 silvery barbs were cast. It's so dumb. Do we have any announcements, guys, while we ending? Any plugs we want to give really quick?
Admittedly,
Before we do
while
anything?
it do be a little bit later than I was kind of hoping that we would go for this, I am still completely awake. If we still want to do Totoro tonight in my Discord, that's totally fine, because I know we were running real late and everybody's spoons were super duper low last week when we were supposed to do it, so
Yeah,
give
but
me a
with
little bit.
Totoro in specific, like everyone's gonna fall asleep.
I feel like it's a
Cozy.
good wind down, because like I'm still pretty hyped. That might just be the good vibes from the stream. That could definitely be the Celsius. Either one of them is completely acceptable for an answer.
It's fine.
How many Celsius?
Also,
Just one.
don't forget to check out the Discord. We got a lot of cool stuff going over there. And do we have links to the Spotify stuff that we
So,
doing?
I'm assuming those are in the
Okay.
Discord. If not, our wonderful Grim over here that was kind of in charge of helping everybody make their playlists, you can go ahead.
Have you
and
put
hound
them?
him to
Have you put
that
the
in
links
there.
up in the Discord yet?
I think they didn't they get linked?
I
think
know
they
that
did.
I've just individually shared
Grim,
all of the
hello?
playlists for my characters. So like, shout out to everybody that said Val's playlist makes them want to go to the gym. That was kind of the mode I was going for.
Definitely was the energy, yes.
Have you guys listened to
Um,
Whispers?
I was say the playlist should be linked. I will double check after this. But yeah, all the playlists for Grimm's Adventures, for Devolkrim, for Afteria, for Tefra, and soon, if we can get them, for Etheria as well. We'll have those all up in the
Those are gonna be
Discord.
weird, because like that's dual.
Where in the Discord
Right.
will they be able to find them?
Ooh, that's a great question.
I can make a new.
That was it. That's a great question.
If they're not in there, we can just make.
I know I posted them somewhere. Where the heck are they?
Is it other social links? No. I feel like that's where it should go. If not, make a new tab for it in info and announcements.
We'll figure it out.
I'll make one for
Yeah.
Nkosi.
You should.
Yo, do it. Absolutely do it.
Yes.
Oh,
Each of the playlists is a minimum of an hour.
Minimum of an hour.
which is surprisingly easy if you're
Enjoy
one of
the
the kind of
flavor
people
of
that
our
just like
characters.
makes playlists for your characters anyways. I was so shocked when I made Shivs and it was 2 hours long off the rip. I was like, oh, well damn.
Yeah, you and
I'm
Leo
done.
were like, let's go. Like, let's do it. Look. It was so quick.
But yeah. Y'all give me a little bit of
who
time to wrap up with this, and then we'll start Totoro. Went ahead and reposted all the links for the Discord, the merch, and our wonderful Neo's link tree, in case you want to do the supports. Also, everybody that donated for helping out with the flood, appreciate y'all. I've seen y'all in the donation slots. Y'all are amazing. But yeah, we leveled up, right? It was a really big roleplay episode. I feel like we deserve a level up.
Nope. You guys get a crisp pat on the back for that one, guys.
I got a pet. I don't know what you're talking about. I
Ooh,
leveled up.
Chris.
I leveled up. I got a slug.
I'm gonna get a really cool spear from an ice devil that I'm totally did not force to do it for me.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You're gonna get a new toy tomorrow.
Yeah,
Or get 2
definitely,
weeks.
definitely a willing participant.
Okay,
Ray,
pause.
if you steal the spear, I want it.
You steal the spear I want?
I will actually marry Ray if you give me the spear.
So, like, random thought.
On
Before
it so hard.
before we bounce out of here, before I pick a human being to raid, would the spear be done by the time we potentially do these negotiations? Hypothetically
24 hours,
speaking.
wasn't it?
Well, this demon has 24 hours to get it done, so I'm making some rolls off camera, and I'm figuring out what he's doing. So.
Big.
Ooh, would it be more thematic if he gets it like half done and Kosi has to go in there and kill him? He quenches the blade in the blood of the devil.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in 2 weeks.
So
Check it out.
All right, let's see who
we raiding?
got here. We got some more Dungeons and Dragons. We got a little bit of Baldur's Gate Dirge Redemption run, some Repo. I love Offbeat, but we're not watching League of Legends. No, I love y'all
Fair
too
enough.
much for that.
You need like, this sounds weird to say, but you need like stronger lips, Code? What are you doing?
Oh, don't worry about me and my lips. Okay, we're gonna. How about we raid not League and not the Baldur's Gate. I'm down Baldur's
Let's
Gate.
go hang out with Lightbox then.
Baldur's Gate.
Video games, Cody. I haven't played Apex because I'm scared to rank
I
up yet.
can't do that one.
Okay,
there.
okay. You get me Saturdays, okay? I guarantee you Saturday, all right? I promise.
Boop.
I'll be there.
We got like one more session of Diamond. So
Alrighty, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and kick this raid off. Go hang out with Lightbox Gnome while he's doing his Dirge Redemption run in Baldur's Gate. Tell him that we said hi. Let him see all of the really cute emotes, like Cody's Gengar's, mine little chibi thing, and all the ones that Grim made, because obviously. And we will see y'all tomorrow for the second episode of Etheria.
Whoop whoop.
Alright. Y'all are amazing. We love y'all. We'll see you later.
Bye, guys.